When I quit weed, my temper was through the roof. And I chucked my phone so hard against the window of my car, it bounced back and I caught it in midair and chucked it again. I swear to God. I heard you quit vaping.
Yeah, I did.
You haven't hit it at all? No, like drunk puffs, nothing?
Last weekend when I was in Gainesville, my girl, she
my
shotgunned it. I don't think that counts. I don't think that counts.
We're making out with bitches and vaping.
Whoa. This is how rumors get started, okay?
Welcome back to the Gun Show, also known as the O-Town Talk. I'm here with my boy Vince, my gal Bailey. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
And with that, lifts weights one time.
Yeah.
I should have never brought you.
You really shouldn't have. I mean, look at me. I'm here with the cutoff now, nipples almost showing out. You know, hey,
I'm out here fully clothed.
Better put those things away.
I had to keep the audience.
You have a concealed license, bro. You can't just be like, this isn't an open carry state.
We're not in Texas.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man. When you got guns as big as these, man, you can do with them what you please.
All right. Well, it's been a good episode of the O-Town Talk today, guys.
And with that, what's up, man? What's up, girl? What'd you guys do this weekend?
Howdy.
A whole lot of not shit, but I heard you quit vaping.
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
Let's see. I think this is like officially the third weekend.
Damn, really?
Yeah, so week 3.
You haven't hit it at all? No, like drunk puffs, nothing?
Last weekend when I was in Gainesville, my girl, she shotgunned it.
I
don't think that counts. I don't think that counts.
That's what it is.
Wait,
wow.
So you were making out with bitches and vaping?
Whoa. This is how rumors get started, okay?
Look, this is a PG-13 podcast, if you don't mind. No, this is definitely rated R.
What the fuck are you talking about?
She shotgunned it in my mouth.
Wait, hold on. What now?
And she put her tongue down your throat and shit just like...
How does one shotgun a
Yeah.
vape? This is my first time hearing this.
You open your mouth.
You never done...
The other party goes...
Oh.
Nah, it's usually a little more sensual.
Did they have good... Was their breath good? Like, did it smell good?
I mean, the vape tasted good.
Who was the friend?
Probably
Do we know the friend?
Yeah, you know her.
Does she live in this house?
She used to.
Used to?
Yeah.
Since we've been coming through?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Mystery.
You do know. We were talking about her earlier.
So who's it?
Oh, okay. Miss Work Hard, Have Fun, No Drama.
Yeah.
Like that.
Anyways, so
Damn.
I mean, just because you have a slip up, I don't think that means that you.
It's all right.
No, you're an addict.
Moderation.
Yeah.
Still an addict, but yeah, moderation.
Yeah.
It's been good though. I feel like a lot better physically.
That's good.
Mentally, I have been a little bit of a bitch.
Really?
Like it just
Still?
No.
I meant okay. All right. I meant because it's like it's been 3 weeks. I feel like the temperament.
Right. No, definitely the first week. Oh God, I was raging. Not actually.
Full blown CUNT. I bet, huh?
Yeah,
first week,
kinda.
respectfully.
Well, it was just like if you did any little thing to like annoy me, and it wasn't like I was just screaming at people. I was, that annoyed face.
I remember when you got a little twisted on the mimosas. You were begging to hit my fucking vape.
Yeah,
you were asking that question a lot.
You wanted a little mouth pillow too.
Yeah, you did want a little upper decky.
For the people who don't know what that is, it's a Zen pouch.
Yeah. Little Jalen Brunson.
Had to make sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, I have good friends who have been able to help me with the self-control. See, if I was completely alone, for like the past 3 weeks,
relax.
She wants a handshake too. She could do it. Put your hand like this under.
Give me your paw.
No, you gotta close your fist.
Give me your paw. Ooh, that's a good girl.
Dude, that's dope.
We trained her like that.
Anything you want to say for the people? No?
She thinks there's a treat in your hand when you go like that. Skip it. Use the skin. Go good girl. Go good girl. That's my
for
baby.
all the dogs.
All right, so you quit vaping. You're feeling a lot better physically. You're mad all the time. Well, I've heard things about when you quit vaping. It can make you more like energy. Like you have more energy. Like you're not as lethargic. Have you noticed any increases in energy?
Yes, totally.
Really?
A downside. I'll start with that. Bad news first, good news after. Right. I did notice some insomnia the first couple nights.
That makes sense.
That's to be expected.
Yeah.
I mean, I noticed that just from quitting weed when I stopped smoking weed.
Yeah.
So So
Yeah.
That happens to me.
I don't
when
know if it's just like a switch up in the routine.
no,
It
it's you're addicted. Your body doesn't want to go to. So it's kind of like going to. So bodybuilders struggle with going to bed hungry because they're cutting down for a show because their body wants them to stay awake to go eat food. It's like, yo, you
Right.
need to eat. You can't. You don't got time to sleep. So since this does like a neurological fucking thing to our brain, your chemicals are telling you, yo, you need to vape. You don't got time to sleep. Go find a
Right.
vape. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because literally, like nicotine, the type of addiction it gives you, it's kind of like heroin. Your body thinks it needs it.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like it turns it into food. It's not like weed where it's more like habitual. Like
Right.
you become dependent on weed, but you don't get a chemical addiction to weed.
Right.
This turns into like food.
Yeah.
Right? Like your body's like, yo, I'm gonna die if I don't have this. Like, go
Right.
find this.
Isn't that why like whenever anyone typically like stops an addiction, they like tend to like eat? Well, I mean that's kind of like the easiest thing, but
not necessarily. I think that's more of just a coping mechanism,
Right.
Because one is the oral fixation. You want to have something in your mouth all the time. Pause.
Right.
And two, two, it's coping because eating like feels good, you know. So like,
Yeah.
you know, you're getting your fat on. You're like,
Yeah,
oh, let's go.
exactly.
This pizza, I can't
Yeah.
vape, but this pizza looking crazy.
Yeah,
That's
what I would do.
definitely true. I noticed like a dopamine rush. Like after I would eat, it would be like similar to getting that rush from vaping.
So yeah, I am proud of you for
Yeah,
quitting.
dead
Thank
ass.
you.
That's incredible. But it's been what, 3 weeks so
yeah,
far?
and I'm honestly at the point where I can like see a vape and like not have any kind of like feelings.
Right?
towards
No,
it.
yeah, I get that. That makes sense.
Was the first?
At first, I would be like, "Oh my god." Yeah, at first it was really hard to like see it, and then
Must be nice, you know, get a breath of, you know, fresh air. You know, not menthol air. Or,
right. It also, I feel like it helped like mentally about like the self control.
I'm trying to like make her fiend over here. I'm like,
It's
hitting
not-
this.
it's not
I'm
gonna
about
work.
to make myself puke hitting this so many times.
I don't even know where I put my. Oh, that's my pocket.
Your Zenithes?
Mm-hmm.
But like
My
with the
Jason
self control thing,
Tatums.
I feel like if I can do this, I can do anything. You know what I mean?
That.
I can do
Anything.
anything I
How was it,
want.
Bro,
Ooh,
honestly, like
Well,
join
yeah,
me
obviously.
and you should join the Olympic swim team.
fuck
You know?
it.
Fuck it, dude.
Fuck it.
I mean, I know I can do it, but now that like you're on board too with like being able to do anything. Now Braden's he's
Yeah.
gonna get this one out.
I'll sink in that motherfucker. Since I'm so fucking
Fuck it.
swole.
Nah. You're not coming to join me anymore. I'm not.
Ah,
You're off the program,
yeah,
bro.
I'm on the trend.
No more VF coaching for free. You don't know.
That's all right.
No.
That's all right. I'll pay for my sessions. How was it the second week though? Was it just as hard? Was it easier? Did it progressively get easier? I would assume.
It definitely got
Right.
it got easier. Like the more time that passed after probably like day 4 or 5, the easier it got. So like
That's good.
the
what they
irritability and
typically
stuff
say.
like died down a little bit.
How's your irritability now? Like, are you still?
No, I think I'm pretty much back to normal. Pretty much. There's
Nice.
I mean,
Well, you've never been normal.
I
But
was
gotcha.
literally just about to say that.
what are you trying to say?
You're weird.
You're not.
I think I made that pretty clear.
you're quite abnormal to be quite honest.
Abby normal. Do you guys know what that's from?
Dude, between this guy thinking he's the next Chris Bumstead, like
I'm a
Wait,
savage.
do you guys know what that's from?
absolutely not.
Nah, actually,
The,
yeah, no.
That Mel Gibson, the Frankenstein one.
Yeah, no.
They like had the brain. Anyway,
Yeah.
Mel
Anyway,
Gibson, wasn't he?
uncultured.
Wasn't he in The Shining? I think it's the
What?
last.
Mel
Mel
Gibson?
Gibson? Wasn't he in The Shining? I think he
No.
was.
no, I don't think that was Mel
Mm-mm.
Gibson. Mel Gibson
a
was in the
director.
Passion of the Christ.
What?
He was
He's a director.
he was the director.
He's a director.
No, but he's also an actor. Bruh. Nah, you're fucking with me. You didn't know Mel Gibson acted in his
Bro,
movies.
you didn't know what Abby Normal was?
And I don't think he's a director. I think he's a producer.
Same thing.
Bro,
Definitely not.
Film director
But he's been in his own movies.
and American actor.
Okay, but yeah. Thank you. He's been in Braveheart. You seen Braveheart?
I see. He's in Braveheart, Lethal Weapon, Mad Max.
I haven't seen either of those. I haven't seen many.
Apocalypto.
I haven't seen many of his movies, but I've seen. I off the top of my head, Braveheart and
Oh.
American Patriot, or maybe it's just called Patriot. That was a great fucking movie.
I'm tripping. It was Jack Nicholson. My dumbass.
Yes,
He's a fire
yes.
They look kind of the same.
But yeah, so well, that's
Kinda
good.
do.
That is good for you, Bailey. I'm glad. Me personally, I do keep on the vape. Unfortunately,
I'm
I don't
still on the
want to.
nicotine.
I'm not proud of it. You said that your withdrawals are more irritability and stuff, but unfortunately, I get a lot of physical withdrawals.
I did too.
Like,
Kind of.
did you get dizzy? I got nice. I got when I tried to quit, I got dizzy. Like I felt like I was drunk. I was driving, and it literally felt like I was drunk driving. Not that I've ever done that.
How many
Um,
days were you in to quit?
Dude, I only made it like 18 hours.
Okay.
Because but I'm telling you, like those 18 hours, I was dizzy, had the meanest fucking headache. My anxiety was through the roof. Like I got a lot of physical. I remember even sweating. Like I was sweating and shit.
Cold sweat.
So I was only 19 at the time. So my mental toughness wasn't quite as developed. Right. Now on the bright side, because I went through that, I did downgrade. I used to smoke 5% pods. Now I smoke 2.4% pods. So it's a downgrade. That way I know that like, and I still smoke the same amount. So it's still a pod a day.
Right.
But it's a lower percentage. You know what I mean? So that way I know next time I try to quit, hopefully my symptoms won't be as bad.
Right.
But I mean, it runs in my family. Like all my, or at least my whole dad's side, everybody that tries to quit, we get terrible physical withdrawal. Like the mental withdrawals aren't that bad. You just kind of like want to smoke something.
Right.
But our physical withdrawals are fucking crazy. It's terrible.
Do you think that could be like somewhat of a self-fulfilling prophecy? Like if you feel like,
I think it just runs in the genes.
Oh, I think I'm starting to get a headache because my family gets a headache.
No, I didn't
now,
think
like,
about it.
I'm going to get a raging headache.
I honestly went into it thinking it was going to be fucking easy. I honestly went into it like, I don't need this shit. Honestly, like whatever. I'll just chew gum to like get rid of the like regular gum, not nicotine gum. I'll just chew gum to like get past that oral fixation. I should be straight. Nope. I'm talking, bro. Like the drunkenness was the crazy part. When I was driving and I felt drunk, that's when I was insane. Like, what the bro? And when I tell you, so it was like towards the end of my shift, I went and hit a gas station because I fucking needed it. And I got it. And when I tell you I took one puff, dog, I felt from head to toe, like just like dude, like euphoria. Like I'm talking, I went from headache, dizzy, anxiety, sweats. I took a hit. I literally got chills down my fucking body. Like, dude, I'm not even, dude.
It's like the first time you hit the mango pod.
Literally, I think it was a mango pod too. But because I was 19, I'm pretty sure the mangoes were still on the market.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I can't even over exaggerate this shit. Like literally from head, I felt it. It was like a warm feeling down my body.
Damn.
And from one hit, and all the symptoms vanished. No more headache. I was driving when I hit it, not dizzy anymore. I didn't feel like I was fucking drunk driving. Anxiety was gone. I was chilling. So, but like I said, I did downgrade my percentage because I do want to quit one day. And after going through hell that time, I was like, I'm not going to quit yet, but at least let me make it easier for when I do decide to make that step.
Right.
Did you just try and quit cold turkey?
Yeah, I just threw all my shit out.
Do you think that's partially kind of
She went cold turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, I can quit something cold turkey, but I would definitely.
I quit weed cold turkey.
Really?
Yeah.
I did that so I had a job interview, this was years ago, and I heard that they drug tested. So I'm like, oh, well, fuck. So I went an entire week without smoking. Dude, like I never wore a jacket at work, never like got cold. Like, bro, I'm talking, I was freezing.
Damn.
I was sweating and shit too. I was like,
that's surprising.
Shit. Well, I think what it is like since you're like habitually or just in general, like you're just
probably like what's the word? What's the word for that?
Withdrawal?
No. Well, yes, but
Cold sweats?
Just keep going. I can't remember.
Okay.
Well, essentially, I mean, obviously
Placebo withdrawals. Yeah, because your body, because I know that weed doesn't give a chemical reaction, so you shouldn't have that. But maybe it was like you depended on it so much that like it was almost like a mental withdrawal. You know, like your body convinced itself it was having
yeah, because that's what I was gonna say is like I was so used to doing it so often and or at like certain times that like when I stopped and then those times would come, it was like my body's like, oh well, isn't it time to do this shit? And it's like no, so then it get
anxiety and stuff.
Right.
When I quit weed, I had a lot of mental withdrawals, no physical. But my temper was through the roof. Because I mean, you remember I was a hothead throughout middle and high school, right? And then weed is kind of what got rid of my hotheadedness.
Yeah.
So then when I quit smoking, like all that hotheadedness came back. Like, bro, I remember I was driving back from school one day and I don't even remember what happened. I think someone just like cut me off or some shit. Like it wasn't even that big of a deal. And I chucked my phone so hard against the window of my car, it bounced back and I caught it in midair and chucked it again. I swear to God.
That's honestly dope.
Yeah. It was kind of, I was kind of like.
What if you broke your window?
I didn't.
I swear that's what I thought you were about to say. I was like,
that would have been crazy.
Way.
I did break my phone though. It was cracked as fuck after that.
That would make sense.
But But yeah, so I got a lot of mental shit. Like my temper got crazy. But luckily, even though I was a hothead before smoking weed, that hotheadedness only came back during like the, I guess, quitting process. Because I was only a hothead again for like 2 weeks, and then I was chilled again.
Yeah. That's what I just get really irritable if I haven't smoked or, done any. I mean, I'm just so used to doing
I know you said it helps with your anxiety too, right?
Yeah. I mean, because I started to get really anxious, and then like I start like just getting like flustered, like trying to fucking do a bunch of shit. Then once I smoke, it literally just alleviates me. Like I can actually like focus, figure out what it is I need to do. Because I'll go into stuff just like boom, 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 like trying to fucking figure it out. But if I smoke, then I'm like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that, and then it all will come together essentially.
Well, research shows with nicotine specifically, not with marijuana, but that it creates its own cycle of anxiety within your brain. So like you have your natural cycle of like anxiety, like this scares me,
right?
Or I don't want to do this or whatever, and then you'll go through that natural cycle. But then being addicted to nicotine creates it where I need it, I don't have it, I'm anxious. I get it, I'm not anxious anymore. I need it, I don't have it, I'm anxious. And so breaking that is like one of the hardest parts of like quitting nicotine.
Yeah. Don't you feel like that would be like the same with every addiction? Like to an extent, obviously not the exact same, but like if you're doing something for so long, like, and it can be as simple as like drinking like Diet Coke or eating
food
a
addiction.
Snickers. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, it's essentially like your body isn't used to not having it. Like if you do it for 365 days, that next year you start, and if you're not doing it, your body's going to be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like I was used to, so then your body now has to essentially adjust and adapt to this new lifestyle, I guess, that you're now taking.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like, and this can kind of segue us into a different topic. I feel like food addiction is something that's not really talked about enough. Like motherfuckers, food addiction's real. Like that's why people get obese, morbidly obese and shit. They're addicted to food.
Right.
And I mean, I feel like it's always been looked at as more of just a bad habit when it truly is an addiction. And I can say that as someone that, I mean, I've had a food addiction. I damn near still kind of do. Like it's almost in my genes to be a fat ass, and I gotta like fight not being a fat ass every fucking day.
What are you talking about?
You know, like I know it's funny, but it's real. Like I shit you not.
Just the way you said it was kind of funny.
But it's true. I'm naturally a fat fuck. and that's honestly why like I'm so critical of fat fucks, because like I've been there. I am one still, even though I'm not fat. I am still one of y'all, but I just understand it's not fucking healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I fight the fucking urges every single day.
You learned how to turn it around though, and not just let it essentially like consume you. Like
I still fight it every single day.
Really?
Literally.
Well, you become, I guess, disciplined to
like, it's a discipline because every day I want.
It's not easy. But
I want to eat shit food. Like I'm never the kind of guy that's like, a nice healthy dinner sounds amazing.
I'm really craving a salad right now.
Yeah, never. I still don't eat salad.
Does anybody crave like a nice healthy dinner? Like
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
I would say like even myself, for example, like when I was meal prepping a lot, like I kind of like fell in love with those healthy foods because I built the habit of eating healthy foods all the time.
It makes you feel better once you eat healthier foods, in my opinion.
Yeah, but like. Sure. Still, even when I was eating those healthy foods, I mean, like just out of nowhere, I'd just be chilling, and I'm like, "Fuck, I need a pizza, bro."
Yeah, or I need some candy or ice cream or some shit.
And
like that.
dude, it's funny though, like with like kicking that, I guess, food addiction to some extent, like still ongoing battle type shit, but it's obviously a lot easier. Now I hate being full. Like I remember when I was a fat ass, I used to eat until I was stuffed every single time. Now on the rare occasion that I do binge, I remember why I don't do this shit anymore. Right. I get fucking sick feeling and full as fuck. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm miserable.
Yeah,
like, this sucks. Bro, but that used to be the norm for me. I used to get that full and still be able to function. Now I get that full and I just need to lay down.
I'm like, I need a minute. And then you got to go to the toilet 30 minutes later.
Sometimes not even. You're just so full and you don't even get to shit it out. It's like
they're struggling.
Yeah, you're just fucking going through it. But yeah, I feel like fucking fat acceptance and all that shit has made people like just unaware of like that it is like a mental problem if you feel the need to eat that much.
Do you think part of it is some of the chemicals and stuff that's in our food as well?
It's addictive shit. Yeah. I mean, well, food is like, I wouldn't say the chemicals in the food. I would say more so what good they've gotten at how they make the food taste so good. You know what I mean? Because, and like how calorie dense the foods are. Because, like food releases, especially good tasting food releases like a dopamine response.
Right.
You know what I mean? So your brain's releasing dopamine when you're eating these good foods. Bailey's taking the fucking dog out, eh?
little breaks.
But yeah, I mean, Yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say on that. I just think that fat acceptance is like really making a lot of people unhealthy as shit. And this is a topic that's been beaten like a dead horse. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are aware of these opinions now, but still nobody's fucking doing anything about it.
That's what I was telling. It's so funny because I was talking to my uncle on the way here, and you know, I've lost like 20, 25 pounds since we started this podcast, and I basically just say all that to say, I mean, it's not easy, but I mean, it's that I only am saying this because of the whole fat acceptance. Like, and just like what you said, I mean, genetically, yes, there are going to be people that genetically are born fat to an extent, and there are those same people who have to work harder, but like it's
still possible.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, even me, I mean, I can 100% relate to that because I have like a really bad sweet tooth. So like now that I'm in the gym now, it's like a struggle because I'm like so used to just back then I would just eat like a bunch of shit, you know what I mean? Whatever I could get my hands on. And now that I'm like working out and like I'm like focusing on my physical look, it makes me realize like, okay, despite wanting this, I can't have it. Or I shouldn't.
And
have
I want
it.
My objective more.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. So I feel
part.
like if people did that, it would be a little bit easier. I mean,
and the funny thing is, like, a lot of people associate losing weight with the gym, but like, I mean, for one, you don't even necessarily have to exercise at all. You just have to
that's
less.
The biggest misconception. It helps 100%. I mean,
yeah, I recommend it.
Yeah, if you're not doing, well, that's the other thing. If you're not even doing anything like active, or you're not even like like you're literally just sitting inside all day,
you're gonna want to eat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I mean, and that's what I think leads to eating bad shit because you're just kind of sitting around like, oh, I don't know, I'm not doing anything. Like then you just wander mindlessly to the pantry or the fridge, and you're like, all right, I can eat this. Eating. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which I think plays a bigger part in that too.
Yeah, I would say I always got my fattest when I was like unproductive as well.
So I feel like if people actually had like some sort of schedule, like even like you said, like you don't even have to work out, but like some sort of schedule that keeps you busy or doing something so that you at least eliminate that. Yeah. And then at that point, and to that same point, even if you can't figure that out, if you're going to board eat, you should at least have healthier shit to snack on. You feel me? Like
that definitely helps.
You know what I mean? But I mean, exactly like what you said. I mean, it's actually ironic. I don't know if this is true. I saw it on Twitter, but this guy was like holding a celery stalk, and apparently he only ate celery like for a year, and that motherfucker was like fat and then like just super skinny.
Well, yeah, no shit.
But that's
a bad way to do it.
That's what I was just about to say. I mean, there's different,
but it is still healthier than being obese.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, just about anything's healthier than being obese. Yeah, and that's what I would damn near argue. Fucking cigarettes are healthier than being obese. Obesity is heart disease and obesity are the biggest killers.
Yeah, in America. Mm-hmm.
Like so, and plenty of people smoke in America. Yeah, you know, like so.
And if you're fat and smoking,
then you got a real recipe for fucking disaster.
Yeah, no shit.
So, but where I was going with that too is like they associate it with the gym, and like I said, you don't necessarily need the gym, but also like you should look for things that you do enjoy doing that are physical. Like maybe you don't like lifting weights, maybe you don't like running, but maybe you will like swimming, maybe you will like cycling.
Right.
You know, there's plenty of other ways to like get at yoga, Pilates.
Yeah, exactly.
I hit it with the Peter Griffin.
Why are you guys laughing?
We were talking about a certain woman that does Pilates, and she happens to also be quite attractive, and this is probably one of my most proud bars, but now that I'm saying it on the pod, I feel like I'm not going to execute it as well. But we were sitting there and I was like, man, I'm just trying to put, I fucked it up. Yeah. I'm just trying to Pilates these nuts on her face. It came out a lot better authentically.
It was you had to be there. Man.
Yeah, it was one of those you had to be there, but that shit was funny. But yeah, no, all that shit, tennis. I mean, there's so many basketball.
Yeah.
There's so many different ways to get active. Like find one that you enjoy. And it could start as simple as like walking around the neighborhood and like sightseeing. Like drive to a nice park and then just walk around that park. And like that way you don't even feel like you're exercising. You're looking around, enjoying your environment. Maybe you're talking on the phone with your friend while you're walking.
Exactly.
You know, helps, there's so many ways to do it. But
I feel like mainly it's all a mental. Like I feel like everything is just mental.
It all comes down to discipline and mentality.
You know what I mean? I mean, genuinely, because
trying to make it fun. Like I feel like if you make it fun,
that's what I'm saying.
Then it's not, you don't need as much discipline, but on that same token, it's not going to be fun forever. So that's where the discipline comes into play. Like there was a period when my sciatica was really bad. Mm-hmm. I hated going to the gym, like hated, like I literally got no enjoyment. I was plateaued on my upper body and I couldn't work my lower body. So I was literally just going in the gym, basically turning the wheels for like 6 months straight. And I hated every time. I would literally sit in the parking lot of the gym for like 30 minutes, just like trying to convince myself just to fucking go in there. Like I already drove there, so I knew I was going in. It was just a matter of when the fuck am I going to stand up?
The car and go in.
You know, and so I was going through a mental battle, but I knew through discipline, and I've been doing this so long, I knew eventually my love for it would come back. I just got to get through this shitty phase.
Right.
So if I can just keep going until things get better, I will enjoy it again. I mean, I was even thinking about getting into new hobbies. I was thinking about quitting the gym and just swimming because I used to swim all the time.
Yeah.
You know, y'all know that. So, I was like, maybe I should just go back to swimming. Like maybe I'm just like sick of the gym, but honestly, like obviously that's an option. Like if you really do hit a point like that, I mean, like, you know, you don't like it anymore and you really know you don't like it anymore. And like, you don't like the things that come of it anymore either. Like me, for example, one of the things that kept me in there was I knew I wanted to be big. Yeah. Like I wanted to lift heavy weight and I wanted to be big. Problem was I had injuries that were kind of preventing me from doing that. And so that's kind of what kept me going because I knew I'm like, I have to like this if I want to get that goal. Right. Like if I want to be big and I want to be strong, I have to continue liking this. But if you're someone, you're not interested in getting big anymore, you're not interested in getting strong anymore, and you find that passion leaving you, don't be afraid to like switch lanes, like go swim, go run, go cycle, like find something else. Because at the end of the day, it's all about just staying healthy and doing what you enjoy.
Amen. But
discipline, like I said, discipline comes into play because I'm glad I kept going because now I'm basically like falling in love with the gym all over again. Like with I've picked up like new training methodologies I've been doing, stuff like that. It just makes it more exciting. Like find ways to make it more exciting. I feel like bigger than I've ever been before, at least up top. The legs are still trying to play catch up. I used to have huge legs and then I got sciatica and now I've got mid legs and I'm trying to make them huge again. But, peep the Instagram. You'll see the quads. They used to call me the quad god, quad father, quadzilla. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So
I've actually heard that you don't need to do like super vigorous exercising, like weight training or like biking like crazy or swimming like crazy to live like a healthy lifestyle.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you don't need to be a true athlete. You just need to move.
Right, exactly. As long as you're not living like a sedentary lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's all it takes. I'm reading this book called The Outliers. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it was talking about how there's this city in Italy, this was like a long time ago, and they had like the largest population of like people over 100, and they like drank a ton of wine, like they had butter and olive oil in every meal, like they weren't eating extraordinarily healthy, and they weren't like exercising a ton either. Like their daily lifestyle was just like walking to the market every day and like walking to all these different shops. Like, so cars weren't really like a thing for them. Yeah. So that was like part of their lifestyle, but also what like the book was getting at was about their community and how they had like lived very fulfilling lives. Like they just had really good relationships with everybody. Like everybody knew everybody's children and all that kind of stuff. So I think that really plays like an important role into it, like your mental health and like having those fulfilling things on the outside.
Absolutely.
Can like play hugely into your physical
and
health.
That's one thing I was about to say, since you mentioned like people like they don't need to be like super athletes and shit. I feel like to find enjoyment in it though, it is good to like try to make yourself as good as possible in it.
Yeah.
You know, almost like a competition with yourself. Kind of adds that enjoyment, which will let you keep doing it.
Right.
You don't need to, like if you get the satisfaction just out of doing it and you don't really care how good you are at it, that's cool. But I feel like for most people, like you're going to get some dopamine hits if you're getting better.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And then in turn, you might turn into a fucking super athlete. That's another funny thing. I've met people that like, I've like seen them and like looked at them and been like, bro, you got the genetics. Like I said that to you. I said that to Noah. And look, I was right. You and Noah both are like getting yacked. And like, but I've met people like you see the potential in them and they just don't even know it because they haven't done it yet.
Right.
Like I even have a client who drives me up a wall sometimes. Shout out. You know who you are if you're watching this. And I know he watches the pod. So shout out you. I'm not going to say your name though. But he's got so much fucking potential. Like he's a fucking, like I can just tell like when he does stay consistent, he gets muscle quick, but then he falls out of consistency.
He's going to love this shit.
You know?
That's the hardest part. I think that's the hardest part is being consistent.
It's discipline. It comes, I mean, I'll tell you, I mean, when we started this podcast is when I started going to the gym, and Vince will tell you, I maybe would hit the gym like at the beginning, like twice a week, maybe 3. Now,
sometimes you'd miss a whole week.
Yeah. Or I'd miss a whole week, but now I'm like, nope, we got to hit it. Like when we were on the cruise, I was like, hey man, I was like, we gonna hit the gym? He's like, nah.
He's like, we weren't. You knew.
I knew we weren't. But and it's funny. He's like, but I did bring sweatpants. Just I'm like, so did I. So yeah, I basically just
I brought a stringer too. I'm like, I'm gonna show him the pump.
I had a cutoff, man. I was ready to compete. But
wait, what's a stringer?
Stringer is like basically like, I'll show you. I mean, it's all over my Instagram.
It's basically a tank top.
It's a tank top that shows a lot more.
It's literally it's in his
Scandalous.
picture.
Like that. That's it.
Like that's what
it's a tank top, but like way more revealing.
Pete Vince's Instagram if you guys want to know what a stringer is.
I'm fucking yacked.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And it's cut in the back too. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not like a normal tank top in the back.
It's very scandalous.
That was fucking badass. I need to get shredded again, bro. That shit was retarded.
I can't even lie.
That shit was crazy. I just gotta lose 10 pounds and I'll literally look like that. I don't know why I don't just do it. 10 pounds will literally take me a month and a half. I just didn't do it.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. You gotta get disciplined.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
you're disciplined.
Yeah, let's get segue into another topic.
Let's do it.
So it's no secret that I've been having some struggles.
It's no secret.
And
cat's out the bag.
You know, so I've been thinking about getting back into the best shape of my life because I found when I was in my best shape, I was the best everywhere. Right. Like it wasn't like right now I'm in good shape and I'm healthy. But like when I was like in great shape, it just bled into everything. Like when you're elite in one category, I feel like it bleeds into you being elite in others as well. Because you have that like excessive confidence of like being the best. And you're like, yo, if I can be the best here, I can be the best here, and I can be the best here. And especially when it comes to being a personal trainer, I feel like right now I'm in good enough shape. Like people still look at me and they want to look like me. No cap.
Facts.
But like generally speaking, if I can get to like elite like I used to be, then people are gonna look at me like, yo, I need to look like you.
And you'd
like,
be bigger you look now because you've added.
Yeah, I've added on my. Well, my legs have shrunk a little.
Well, I mean, we'll get into that.
They'll get back. They're coming back quick. I mean, like I'm already noticing like a lot of development down there. I've only been hitting them again for like 6 weeks.
Yeah, and you already are upping your weight like every time.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm still not doing anything impressive, but I literally came back doing fucking 95 pounds for 3 sets of 8 reps,
which is good.
Which is awful.
Well, I mean, it's fantabulous
to come back. I guess.
Yeah, to start off. Yeah.
But no, I got clients.
I mean, in 4 months, if you're doing that, I mean, we're gonna have this conversation again. But
I got clients that are squatting more than me right now, which is crazy. I've never had a client. I've had one client strong. I've had 2 clients stronger than me.
Really?
But one didn't stick around long. I knew he wasn't gonna. And then one, he was with me not because he wanted to get bigger or stronger, but because his form sucked on everything. Because he kept injuring himself. So even though he was bigger, he was literally bigger and stronger than me, but he kept injuring himself. So I fixed up his form on everything. And he also wasn't good at like program methodology. Like he was one of those guys just go in the gym and pick shit up and then
I feel you. Yeah,
hope shit happens.
Have a plan, right?
And it worked. He had elite genetics, so it worked out for him. You know, if you got great genetics, you can just go in and pick up a weight and you're gonna grow.
Right.
But if you got average genetics or even advanced genetics, but not like elite genetics, then you got to dial in your programming. But where I was going with that, if I get back to my shredded shit, I'm a lot. Not only do I feel like it's a better sales pitch when you like look like the better you look, the better the better poster boy you're gonna be.
You're your best billboard.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So not only that, but it also increases my confidence when I go to sell. You know what I mean? Like if I look fucking fantastic, I'm undeniable. If I look good, there's some deniability.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I completely agree. That's how I feel now. Like, you know, those past few years of me just not doing anything at all, just being a fat, lazy sack of fuck. Now that I'm in the gym, losing weight, getting back into shape.
Yeah, being short
I'm
too.
Building. I'm building. Hey, man. But my money about to be tall.
Not the same height?
Yeah.
No.
I'm 6'2".
I am 2 inches taller than this man.
I'm 6'2". He's 6 foot.
This man,
that's the height difference.
This man 5'7"
This
3/4.
this guy.
And
he's not lying though.
I'm 5'9" and 3/4. And I say I'm 5'10" and he says he's 5'8". So
yeah, so I'm still taller than him. So
if you guys were from Nepal, you'd be giants. They're like the tall for I think it's an average male height is like 5'3".
What the fuck?
Bunch of little Uzi verts over there.
Yo, sometimes I swear though, sometimes I'd be taller. Like, dog, I swear, like I know it has to do with like spinal compression and shit, but I swear there's days where I feel short and there's days where like I don't feel short.
Welcome to my life.
Well, I don't know. Like, and I wear complete flats. Like, bro, like let me show you.
Yeah.
Dog, these are literally minimalist shoes. The whole purpose is to be as minimal as possible. Like, so
Bitches are minimal for sure.
yeah, there's like, they're fucking expensive though.
That's crazy. That's
well, it's because it's a niche market.
No,
like nobody makes shoes.
But isn't that just ironic? Like,
yeah, it's less material,
but it's more fucking money.
No, it's literally just because it's a niche market, and they know that the people buying it are willing to spend the money because they know the science behind it. Of course, you know. Yeah, exactly. So well, it probably cost fucking $20 to make, but they were fucking $180.
Yeah, it's kind of like iPhone. they only cost $50-$100 to make, but we got to spend $1,200. But what I was saying is exactly what your point though, and even kind of going back to what we were talking about. I mean, being active or just doing anything, and if it betters yourself and gets you into better shape, everything else falls into place. Like I was lacking so much confidence, I was lacking everything, and ever since I've gotten back into the gym,
your confidence through the roof,
bro. Like y'all fucked up. Like you fucked up getting me in the gym. I was thinking that on the way here. I'm like, I'm putting on my cutoff. I'm like, man, they fucked up getting me in the gym, man, because I'm really about to step out. But genuinely, I just say all that to say, I mean, if you want to make a change in your life, make it, and everything else will fall into place. But you got to stay disciplined. You got to be on top of your shit. You can't.
I feel like the gym is the easiest place to start.
Of course, and that's what I'm saying. Or just going outside. I mean, just any fitness. I mean, literally. Fitness. I mean, it could be so simple.
I feel like it's the easiest place to start. But honestly, even if you don't start there, like you were saying, just like fix that one thing in your life. If you say you fix your money, then you'll be more confident to get in the gym because you'll make confidence in this area. That confidence is going to bleed into other areas.
I'm a firm believer.
I do tell people the gym first though, just because like it's a lot easier to get your gym right than it is to get your money right.
You're like a natural gym guy though too, I would say.
Well, yeah, but I feel like for most people it's a lot easier.
Yeah,
because you can start the gym today. You could go in today and get a little bit better. Exactly. Whereas with money, like you got to spend money to make money. You got to go to school to get a good degree to get a good job, or you got to work somewhere, work your way up the ladder. Like it's never going to be as fast. With fitness, you can literally change your body in 6 months. You've been in there, what, 8 months?
Yeah.
Like
20, 25
8 months, and you've built a ton of muscle.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm a firm believer genuinely in that if you make one change in your life, everything else will
domino effect.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. And it's obvious because obviously, like I was saying, if you're 365 days just doing the same exact fucking shit, not changing at all, as soon as that new year starts, if you actually do make that change, and it could be as simple as just like, all right, I'm not going to drink this. I'm not going to drink 2 sodas a day. I'm just going to drink 1. Bro, next thing you know, you're going to be fucking cleaning your room every fucking day. You're going to be outside fucking running or gardening, whatever, you prefer to do. But like all it takes is just one change. And once you do that, boom.
Yeah. I love that. This has been very wholesome, guys.
Yeah, man. It's been good.
I got on 2 watches today too, so I had to be on time.
Oh, this guy.
Damn near 3. Damn near 3.
Well,
on time. Yeah.
Man, you like me that one episode.
Me in person.
That one episode when I was talking about being a fucking super athlete. You're like, that's you today, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm on one.
Don't catch me in a pool though,
bro.
Or playing pool.
Breaststrokes,
bro. I'm good at anything with pool, bro. Pool anything balls, pool sticks.
You are good with sticks and balls. I can't cap. Boy, you waltzed right into that.
What time we at? 37. That's kind of short. But what do you think?
You could call it.
I think it's been a good.
Been good?
I think we don't need to.
Yeah, I don't think we need more. I think we entertained y'all plenty.
Sometimes
in these 36 minutes.
Oh,
what's the thing they say? Like less is too much, or too much is less, or too much is more.
I know
something like that.
No. I think
less is more.
I think I think what you're thinking of. It's the perfect size. I think that's the analogy.
I don't see why that's an answer.
Oh my god! Maybe we got it. Maybe we got 5 more minutes in us. Nah, we'll save that one. But all right, thank you guys for watching, viewing, and make sure you subscribe, leave a comment. Nice comments. No, please. I'm kidding. You can hate us too. Drop a dislike. Fuck you guys. Go ahead. New video every Wednesday. We got new shit coming out next time. Hopefully you noticed the pretty thumbnail we got on this one. Hopefully I actually did that, because if I didn't, I'm gonna be embarrassed. But now that I said it, I got to do it, so it's gonna be there.
Yes.
So we'll catch you guys next Wednesday, 12 o'clock. Notifications.
Let's go. Turn them on, and we out.
Toodaloo.
And get y'all's asses in the gym, fat fucks. Sorry, I didn't really mean.
I was about to say some out of pocket shit. I'm gonna hold it.
You should have.
Be in your spot. See, now you're seeing where you go. That's you looking over the bar. Hey, you won. I can't see the wheel. No, you need to sit here. Come here. Let's take the Nick. You're taking the pics, so you gotta get up.